All right. Hello, hello, hello. Melissa May Dillon here, your insurance exam queen. Going live for live tutoring. Gonna make sure we're on, volume's on. Perfect. Yay! All right, looking good on the Facebook side. Hello, I got YouTube saying some stuff over here. For live tutoring. Okay, we're going to put that into our group. All right, in a minute here, I'll be inviting people to the stage to get some tutoring. And let's see. All right. All right, I'm dropping the link to join me in the comment section. And it looks like we're good on our Facebook page. Let me double check our group. Perfect, we're live in the group. I hear myself. This is one of the first times I started and I heard myself live. It's for anything, Bernadette. So if you're doing property, casualty, life, health, whatever, whoever comes on and they have a question, I will answer their question about the exam. So it can be whatever topic you need assistance on. So I'm not regulating it to just one or the other. It's whatever y'all need help with. So I'm here. So you guys got to click that link and you'll enter into my StreamYard studio. And then once I see that you're there and available, I can bring you up onto the stage so that I can help you with whatever insurance exam test questions that you have. And like I said, it could be for any topic. So whether you've tested and failed, whether you've yet to test, if you're in the middle of studying, if there's a concept that's not quite landing correctly, and you want to get some help with that, that is what I am here for. Bernadette, I passed PC because of your help. Yay! Now looking for life. All right, well, Bernadette, if you want to come on and chat with me here, click the link to join the studio, and then I'll bring you live on camera with me. And this is my comfy period sweater, because it is Shark Week and I am being super comfy and super chill, although I feel like I may get hot. So yeah, I'm actually, like, as a woman, learning a lot more that we really, like, we obviously have cycles, but it actually translates a lot to like how we live our lives and how we are interacting. And like, I know like my patience is so thin during this week, and I'm like learning all kinds of stuff. So I'm really starting to honor my cycle. And I think we should talk about it more as women. So I'm not afraid to say it. I'm in my comfy week. I almost want to sit on the floor, which I could do. My desk goes all the way to the floor, sit on my big comfy pillow. But studying for the life test, I'm so scared. So if you want to come up and chat with me, Alma, I'll help you out. But it is a little bit scary, but we can't expect big, major, amazing things happen to our life if we don't do scary things. So I'm proud of you for studying and going after it. And take some big, deep breaths. Trust yourself. Watch the videos that we've got, and it's going to help you out. Martin, I need to pass my life on Saturday. Wish me good luck. I am sending you all the loves and vibes to pass your exam on Saturday. You've got this. Just passed my test. Thank you. You are so welcome. That's awesome and amazing. Congratulations. Okay. All right. No one's joined me yet. So if you want to come on and have a conversation with me and get some help on any concepts that you're at or whatever it is that you're doing, I'll bring you on. I'm here for you. I want to help you. And all you got to do is click that link to join, and I'll bring you on and we'll chat, and we'll get you the information you need to secure your pass. We've had a lot of success for people who've come on for live tutoring, and then they report back that they've passed their exam. So Again, I'm here and available. No one's joined me yet. So if you want to get on, you want to get some help, you want to talk to me, I am here for you. Otherwise, I'll just be reading comments and answering those and maybe talking more about my period. I don't know. We'll find out. But I am here for you. So join. Any advice is on for me to pass my test? Gold. Get the gold class series videos. So my experience is getting people to pass the exam very quickly by teaching in a way that is very effective, very easy to understand. And I have created videos for both property and casualty, life and health, which also includes personal lines too for the P&C side. And those videos are available in my gold class series package. And when you watch those videos, you're very likely to pass the exam either the first time you've taken it or the next time. If you've already failed and then you find my videos and you watch those videos, you're going to be in a very, very great spot to be able to pass the exam if you watch those videos. So it's like being in classroom with me, having a chance to be able to, learn what it is you need to learn in a way that's easy to understand. The gold. Alicia writes here, I passed with your gold and now I have a job with AFLAC. Congratulations. That's amazing. Javon says, I appreciate your videos. They have helped me pass my P&C. I refer you to others a lot. Awesome. Thank you. Star Chicks, I'm scared too. I'm almost done with your Gold Plus. I'm taking the practice test section tomorrow. I'm studying life and health, by the way. I'm in California. Perfect. You're in a really great spot if you've been watching Gold. Gold at the base level is $99. So you will be able to get all the videos that you need for the most tested, most common topics in the Gold Class Series package for $99. We have some other packages available as well if you need state law or if you want some extra quiz questions. We have the Gold Plus bundle. But at a minimum, $99 for gold. And it is so incredibly helpful. If you read our 5-star reviews, which we have basically all 5-star reviews on our Google review page, everyone says, get gold, get gold, get gold. Miranda, hi, Queen. I'm studying for life and health for Washington State. Whole life is confusing. Any advice on this? If you want to join me right now, we can talk about whole life. So click the link to join me. Come into the studio and we can talk a little bit more about this. I did the very first live tutoring that I did. All the recordings of these live tutorings are put up on the YouTube channel under the live tab. And so you can go back to the very first one. We actually really went into whole life and universal life. And so that would be a really great video for you to watch. But also, again, you could just come on. So come on up here. The link, I'll drop the link again in the comments. So if you click this link that I'm dropping right now, you'll be able to join me here. I can bring you on to the stage and then we can have a conversation. Jamie, I appreciate your videos. You do an amazing job explaining the info. So excited in Arizona, going to take the P&C. All right, Jamie, all the loves, all the vibes to pass your exam. You got this. Sherry Lynn, I watched a lot of your videos and passed my personal lines exam yesterday. Congratulations, Sherry. That is amazing. Yes, my videos bring about passes. I am the best. I'm the GOAT of pre-licensing education. So when you watch my videos, you're in such a good spot to be able to pass the exam. All right, no one is coming on yet. I'm going to tag inside the Facebook group to get people to join me. I don't want to be alone up here. Is it going to tag everyone? Tag. Oh, I got to spell it right? There we go. At everyone, come join me for live tutor. Is there anyone trying to click the link and it's not working? Okay. If the link is not clickable, then you can copy and paste it, but it looks like it's clippable on Facebook and it should be on the YouTube channel. So again, if you want to join me here, click the link, join me live in the little tutoring studio, and I'll be able to help answer any questions that you guys got. Erica, I took it 3 times and failed and also bought your gold package and still. So Erica, if you can come on, that would be amazing because we can have a conversation and maybe figure out what is a struggle for you. Thungo, I'm scared to be on the live, but I'm trying. So when you come on live, you don't have to be on camera. We can just use your voice. So you can talk back and forth with me, but you don't have to be on camera. But the best way to help you is if we can just conversate and talk back and forth. So there's a way you can go ahead and come on without having to have your video on. I'm scared to be on live, but I keep studying. I keep have the gold, but I let it expired. Yeah, get the gold though. Reactivate. Oh, we got somebody. Pam is trying to come on. I'll give them a second. I took PNC 2 weeks ago and got a 66. I just need 6 more questions and I take the next one today. Yes, I've been watching your video for months. I have Gold Plus. I just need to get over the hump. All right, Master Solo, I am sending you all the loves, all the vibes. If you want to jump on, you absolutely can, and we can have a conversation and get you ready to pass that test today. But if you've been watching Gold, you're going to be in a really, really great spot. Kiara, is there what specific categories we need to study when we are needing to pass the PNC exam? Yes. If you go to my website, insuranceexamqueen.com, there's a section where you can go, what's important for my state? And then we have every individual state. I have a document that talks about what's important for your state, what sections you need to know. And then obviously I recommend everyone to get Gold so that you can watch the most common, most tested topics in a way that's easy to understand. And if you write the notes the way that I'm drawing out the notes when I'm teaching the classes, you're going to be in a really, really great spot. All right, Pam, you've got to connect at least your microphone so I can add you to the screen. Not sure if you can hear me now. Florida PNC, get gold, 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 get gold. But I'll be happy to answer any individual questions people got if you join me on the stage. Let's see, I just started barely last week attending your live classes when I got your email. Yay, thank you so much for live class access. Yes, so now Gold actually includes all of the live classes that we do. So we run live classes every single week. We've got Peter teaching, we've got Steve teaching, we do game nights, we do all kinds of fun stuff. And so that's now included in the $99 Gold package, is you can attend all of these live classes and get instructor support. So whether you get the $99 Gold, the $119 or the $159, depending on what else you want to get with it, all of them now include live classes. And so if you want that instructor support, you can do that. You can also get Platinum, where if you want to be able to talk to an individual, if you want to be able to talk directly to Steve and I and get exact answers for your help, you can do that too. I think I saw someone in the comments, Jamie, I purchased the Platinum from PNC. I'm excited to take my test once I'm ready. I don't have any questions. I just jumped on here. The other questions. Perfect. Okay. All right. I'm doing your life and health license course now. Perfect. Where do we find the schedule for live classes? So once you join Gold, on your dashboard, there is a calendar and it will show you when all the live classes are. And then you just click on the class and it'll give you the Zoom link to be able to join the class. So we don't publish the calendar live, but it is available. Once you purchase Gold, you'll be able to see the live classes there. And then I'm going to be teaching towards the end of February. Also, I'm going to be doing insurance ABCs. So we're going to be going very back to the basics and just having a very simple conversation about insurance, because I found, like, I would say my Gold videos are, let's say a little bit like middle school, high school level. And if you're like, this is still way over my head and I need to go back to the basics, that's what we're going to be teaching towards the end of February. And I'm super excited about that. Karshad, I have the Gold, but there is a 3-hour video towards the end of Classic Gold. Is it necessary to watch if I already have the Florida study guide link? So I don't know which 3-hour video you're referring to, but if it's the state regulations video, yeah, it's going to explain the Florida study guide. But the state regulations video in Gold is the same video we link in the state regulations guide. So just, you might have already watched it. On the Texas PNC, how much is on annuity and crime liability? So you really shouldn't see any annuities really at all on the PC exam. Crime liability, a little teeny tiny bit, probably not enough to make or break you for the Texas. In Texas, if you're doing Texas PNC, you do not have to be super strong in commercial to be able to pass the exam. Most states, you don't have to be strong at all to be able to pass commercial. Morgan, am I able to extend my package? It expires 2/4, but I need a little bit longer. I had a lot of stuff. So we're not extending it, but you can purchase it again and get another 100 days access. Mason, I just started watching you last week. I missed my PC by 3 questions this morning. I now have the confidence I can pass with your help. Yay, we got it. And Mason, if you want to come on and talk to me about your attempt and any questions that you have, feel free to join me. Again, no one's joined. No one's joined. Come and join. Come and talk to me. I'm excited to have you on and conversate with any who come on. Again, you can come on camera or not come on camera. Either way, as long as your microphone is on, we can have a conversation. Pam, you said, Pam, you came in and then you disappeared. So if you want to try the link again, and then make sure your microphone gets turned on. You gotta give access to your microphone to be allowed to be used in order to come on. We do not offer discounts to renew at this point. We used to do that, but we've upgraded our systems. We now have a much better course system. And so we are not able to offer that discount anymore because that course system's a little more spendy than the other one that we had. And so it doesn't financially make sense for us to offer renewals. Plus you get 100 days. So, all right, Veronica, I see you. Your camera is a little down facing. If you want to face it up just a little bit more, I'll bring you on stage. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm going to bring you on. Hi, Veronica. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. All right. So what is up? Oh, you muted yourself. There you go. Unmute. So what's up? How can I help you out, Veronica?
Oh, I don't have anything to help out. I was just coming to the class.
Oh, well, I mean, you could stay on the YouTube channel or wherever you were at, but if you have any direct questions, I can answer them for you right now.
Okay, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. All right. No problem. All right. Okay. So if anybody, again, wants to come on and conversate with me, I'll be happy to bring you on and have a conversation. Morgan, if I purchase the gold again, will I get the live classes? Yes. Anybody who gets gold is now able to attend any of the live classes that we offer. And there's usually 3 a week for life and health, 3 a week for PNC. And then I'll be teaching, again, like I said, at the end of February, very basics of insurance. We'll be teaching that. And you'll be able to attend any of the live classes that we have going on. So now for just $99, we used to have the live classes in a package that was $199. And I was like, we need the live classes everywhere. Everyone needs to be able to attend the live classes. So whether you get $99 gold or $299 platinum and anything in between, because we have a couple different options, you'll be able to attend the live classes. Okay. All right. Come on. There we go, Jen. All right, Jen, you're there. Looks like your microphone is working. I'm going to bring you on. All right. Hello, Jen. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi. What's up?
Hey. Okay. I'm like, I haven't signed up for the gold yet, but was waiting until I get paid to do it. But I started working for an insurance company on the 1st of December, just as the office rep, and he's really encouraging me to get my license. So we're gonna try.
So have you started studying yet, or where are you at?
So I've finished all my chapters. I'm just like on the exam part of it, like on learning mode. I haven't actually like completed a whole
Test
exam
yet?
Yeah, I've been snowed in. I live in Arkansas, and we've like snowed in all week, and with kids working from home, it's just like on trying to study and actually work, and it's just like to actually sit down and do the allowed time and like really take it serious. It's not worked out yet.
Totally understand that. We've gotten snowed in over here too in Illinois. Who are you using?
Exam FX.
Okay, and how have you felt so far about what you're learning?
Not great, because like I am like as green as it comes, because I'll just be honest, I like got out of a 10-year marriage, and like just my own personal insurance life, I never had to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so just like not really even having like personal experience of getting my own insurance, and just like the last 2 years since I've been separated, just figuring that out part on like just like personally, and then just going straight into it. Like I'm pretty green, like something, and I've been out of school for quite some time, so like figuring out how to study, it's difficult for me. Like as far as definitions, I feel like I've listened to all your podcasts, I do all the YouTube stuff, like all the free stuff yet, and I feel like I get the definitions, the policies I haven't, they're not just, it's not really clicking. Homeowner policies, home policy, like, I just can't remember. Like, it's
Yeah.
not. And then, like, and then I'm always, like, seem to be really confused when it asks me a question about how many days is something excluded, 30, 90, 60. Like, I can't, it's not, I don't know. I just struggling.
Yeah. And so did you watch the videos in ExamFX or did you mostly do the reading?
Oh, I mean, I did it all. Tried to watch and do the reading, and I had a book in hand, and and I'll get it enough to pass the test, and then, like, when I'm, like, rereading over it again, it's like some stuff has really stuck with me if I got it, kind of right the first time, but then I don't know. It's, man, the way they word those questions.
I know. So the first thing I'd want to share with you, one, is the way that you talk to yourself is extremely powerful. So
Mhm.
it's not bad or wrong to say I'm green and this is like a lot, but say instead of feeling like kind of scared by it, be like, I can learn, I can study, I've got this. And you can even pull up your insurance policies that you have as you're like learning this stuff to kind of see what it looks like in real time. And that can be very helpful. Now, if you're able to get my gold class series videos, which by the way, ask your boss if he can get them for you.
Yeah.
But if you can watch my videos, they're going to teach in a way that just makes so much sense. If you're trying to read, and even the videos in ExamFX are kind of brief. I know because I've recorded some of them. You may see me in there with blonde hair and a blue polo shirt, but they're very brief and they don't go too into depth. And so I actually worked at ExamFX and I was the most requested instructor. So in large insurance companies that had 30 people at one time that needed to get licensed, they would hire an instructor to fly out to their location and to teach the classes over a few days. So like I teach on a Monday and a Tuesday, and then they had everyone taking their test and passing by Friday. So the same way that I teach and I explain things, and I would get out my whiteboard and I would be drawing and I'd be making graphs and charts and really simplifying stuff. In fact, someone copied all of the notes that I made in their house and they hung them up everywhere and they're just so beautiful. But like, if you can listen to my gold videos and draw that all out, you're going to learn the information in a way that's so easy to remember, so easy to understand. I use real life examples to really help make that information stick so that it's easy for you to recall. So I would say I know you talked about Snowden and having the kids and stuff like that, but I would take the test to see where you're at, but don't freak out about whatever score you get. So once you have time to sit and take the test, the simulator exam or whatever, then you're going to get a score sheet, and it's basically going to give you a map of what areas you're struggling in or what areas you're having a hard time in. And then watch the gold videos and then take the test again and just watch your score just jump. And you'll be able, and then you can compare those two score sheets side by side to see how well you grew in each area. But as you're watching the gold, you want to take the notes just like I'm taking them. I use multiple, like I am all about the different colors. So like people have noted that when they use the multiple colors, it really helps as well. Because it's just something about our brains. It just, it works better. So taking the notes like I take, but I mean, even without the gold, if you can watch the explaining, I think we call it Dwelling Policies Explained on the YouTube channel. That one is a very good example of how I teach and the kinds of videos that you're going to get inside of gold. And taking those notes is so powerful because it helps to put the information into your brain in a new way. But I would deeply encourage you to talk to yourself in a very positive, powerful way. I've got this. I can learn this. I can do this. I'm excited for this. And I even have a about to study YouTube video that you can listen to that just kind of excites you into getting into studying. And then we even have a getting pumped to pass video that you watched right before you take your test. That also gets you into an excited, mood and a mindset. Because if you go into studying scared, you're kind of stopping, you're in fight or flight and you're stopping yourself from really learning. But if you get excited to go into studying, then you're able to receive a lot more of the information that you're learning. You're able to retain it in a much easier way. So I would, I know you said you're going to get gold soon is your plan, But in the meantime, you could be watching, you know, the YouTube videos, and especially like that dwelling policy where I'm taking all the notes. That's very in line with how I teach the gold videos.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been trying to do, and my boss has been great about like letting me study at work, and he'll walk in and I'm watching a video on YouTube or like playing the Kabuto or whatever games. And yeah, and some of those are great, like for the terminology, but then like I'll get to the exam and then it asks some silly question and it's like accept, and then I'm like just lost. And even he's like reread over some of them, and he's like, look, and he just tells me like, Jenna, just do enough to pass. He's like, because a lot of this you're not going to use again. Don't let it stress you out. Just like get it where you can pass. Quit worrying about what your score is, because like for the first couple of days, like I would just continue to retake a chapter to get a score I wanted, and he was like, stop doing that. He's like, I don't care what your score is. And then at a certain point, and then I would kind of review over the ones I missed. And well, then now it's got to the point where I can't reread. It's like timed out or whatever, so I can't go over the ones I missed or whatever. And now I'm like, that makes me nervous. I'm like, maybe I didn't retain enough in chapter whatever, and
and it can be a little bit hard to retain when most of it is text, which is heavily what ExamFX is a lot of text. All of them. Excel is even worse. They don't even have real videos. They have an actor reading bullet points. So ExamFX at least has teacher videos, which is nice.
Yeah, and which those are nice, but then it goes over a scenario and then you get a test and like it's nothing like I just like I read had a video about Tom and his little accident or whatever, but then I get to it and it's like all about Betty and something, and I'm like, okay, like that's not really what I remember.
And that's also why I love the gold, because we have a navigating difficult test questions video in there at the end that helps with like, you may learn the content in gold, but now how do I apply all of this to actually taking the test? And Peter teaches different ways of tackling the actual questions. Steve, I think, also just did a class or is about to do a class on attacking the exam, attacking the test for success. I love these little names we come up with. And it's just kind of way of breaking down the questions. But when you approach a question, just like slowly read it, figure out what are they actually asking, what information I don't need, what do I need? And you have like about a minute-ish for every question when you time it out based on how much time you have and how many questions you have. And I always recommend spending the most time reading the question. And then once you feel like, okay, and this is what they're asking, try to answer it yourself first, then read the answer choices, pick the one that's most like what you just thought. Don't spend a lot of time over analyzing and rereading, like just constantly like, oh, is it this one? Is it that one? Like kind of just trust your gut, go with, I think it's more like that one, and just choose it and then just move on. You don't want to spend too much time overthinking the questions, because that's not good either.
Yeah. I think I overanalyze, and then I'm like, and I'm like, oh, I know I recognize that word, or I recognize that, and then I like click it, and then as soon as I click it and move on, I'm like, I know that wasn't right. Like I just spent way too much time reading the answers and really rereading the question, because then I'll read over it. And I'm like, oh man, I knew that.
Yeah, and just again, trust yourself, because it's the overthinking that gets us into trouble. And so trust yourself. But I would highly encourage you, as soon as you can, take the test on ExamFX. Don't worry what the score is. It's just a map. Get the gold, watch the gold videos, take it again. You're going to see a huge jump. That's going to give you a huge confidence boost to be able to see your score jump up like that. And then from that score sheet, you can finesse and see which areas do I need to focus in on, any other areas a little bit harder. And then you could go back and rewatch any of the videos in those sections. And again, really, take the notes. But you've got this. And again, speak power into yourself. I've got this. I can do this. I can study. I can learn. I've got this.
Yeah. I'm like in the best situation to do it, as far as like have a great boss. It's like super encouraging, and he's just like, whatever you got to do. Like he's like, log on, get on there, do. So
have you asked him to get you gold?
We talked about it. Now he's like a very brilliant, like he used to be an engineer, super smart. So when he took it, like he literally like quit one job and like and took all 3 of his exams in like 1 month. Like he's just like really, really smart, which is great for him. So
Yeah.
I don't think he really understands like the struggle of like maybe somebody with like a little, got a little bit more going on than maybe he did at the time. And so, which my sister did this, and I guess about 2 years ago. So she's the one that told me about you or whatever. And so we've talked about it, but I don't know. I haven't really just said, "Hey, will you pay for this for me?" But I haven't
Yeah.
actually like done the exam, like I said, to even really kind of give them a score and say, "Hey," and that's
Yeah,
what I
so
really need
that's
to do.
and then that's what I'm recommending. Take the exam and then take your score sheet to him and say, look, this information, like I'm almost there, but there's things that are not quite clicking. And like, look at this 3,000 5-star reviews from the
Right.
interns exam queen. She's got a $99 package that comes with a 90% first time pass rate. I want to get this done. This is going to help me get this done. It's going to teach me what I need to know. So get this package for me and we could be done with the studying. I could get the pass and then I could be up and selling, and it's going to help you if I can get this done faster. So, and it's a business expense for him. He can write that off. So
Yeah.
I would encourage you to have that conversation with him, because there's no reason, like if he's supporting you taking the exam and supporting you, passing quickly, he's going to, be into it. So I would encourage you to have that conversation. Besides, selling insurance requires having difficult conversations. So sometimes I tell people they fail the exam because there's something they need to learn first, and not learn as in content, but learn as in my person. Like I need to learn how to hold failure. I need to learn how to have difficult conversations. I need to learn, resiliency. I need to learn positive mindset. And so like, this could be the thing for you, is have the difficult conversation. It feels difficult, but I promise you it's not that difficult. And like the longer it takes you to study, the more time is being wasted where you could be servicing the policies better or selling the policy, whatever it is. And so it's only going to increase the profit when we invest in the $99 gold and get you passing quickly.
Yeah, I agree. He's got I know he's got like a vacation planned in March, and he's like, I'd really like for you to have your license by March so I can leave you to it. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. So say this is the pass plan. Like you could pass in February with the gold, right? Like we have had people buy it the night before they test, watch as much as they can, and then pass the next day. People have gotten it over the weekend and have watched and have passed. So I mean, it is so incredibly powerful to watch those videos to learn what you need to learn. Stephanie says, gold changed everything for me, from scared to motivated. Thank you for the notes and the ability you have to break it down. Yes. Tim, I bought Gold Plus and passed my exam in West Virginia. Thank you. You're so welcome. Carolina, I'm in Arizona. Will gold help me? Yes. Gold works for every state. Life and health, PNC, personal lines, every single state. We've got you. Someone's also talking about adjusting. We do have Gold Plus adjusting, where Angela teaches the adjusting videos. But yeah, I would have that conversation with him for sure.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. That encouraged me. I'm hoping maybe when I get some normal hours again and get to return back to the office, I can have a conversation. So
yeah, take the test, use it as a map, watch gold, take the test again. Massive confidence boost when you see that score sheet. Fine tune on the things you need to, and you'll be good to go.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Sending you all the loves, all the vibes to pass your exam, Jen. You have an amazing day.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay. If there's anybody else who wants to join me and have a conversation, I am here. Let's see. Gold helped me in Ohio. Yes. Got gold in Florida. Passed on the first try. Yes. I'm all about that first time pass, because the sooner you can get it done, I want people to pass like ASAP. Like that is my goal. I want people to study and pass quickly and easily. And that is what gold is designed to do. Just got the gold. Where do you suggest I start? Top to bottom. So top to bottom, there are student notes inside of gold that you can print off. If you're a paper person and you like to have them, by all means, print them off. But the most powerful thing you can do is, while watching the videos, you take the notes yourself, and then you can use those notes, and then the pretty notes that we've created on the computer screen, you can have that. Hi, John. Happy birthday. The insurance exam queen turned 4 earlier this month on the 18th. I'm 38 now. We're close. That's awesome, John. All right. I see Cindy. Cindy, I'm going to go ahead and bring you on. Hi, Cindy. If you can unmute. Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good. I just wanted to say thank you for what you're doing. I just started your course last week and I'm going through the videos, going through the quizzes. Right now I am watching the video on casualty must know coverage ENF on homeowners. And it's like a 3-hour video long. It's been hard for me to stay focused, but it's great that I can just go back and rewind over and over until I get it and focus again. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Cindy. And yeah, I have gotten comments before, like, can you make shorter videos? And I'm like, I can try.
No, but it all makes sense. It's just that it's like I have ADHD or something. I don't know. So it's just on me.
Well, you've got this. Keep watching the videos. I'm sending you all the loves, all the vibes. Cindy, no other questions? You're good?
No. It's my first time here, so I didn't know what I was doing. Thank you, though.
All right, perfect. All right. Okay, perfect. Yeah, if anybody wants to come on and have a conversation, if there's any questions you want to ask, you can come on. I'll drop the link again so it's fresh in the comments. Stephanie, Excel hurt my brain. I stopped Excel to focus on gold and then blew through Excel tests in one day. Yes, that is what I'm telling people. You can literally, like, this is what I tell people all the time. Don't even try to do your pre-licensing course until you watch gold. Watch gold and then do it, and you will breeze through it so fast. Clip that. Yes, that is exactly what I tell people. So listen, like, I think I can bring that one on stage. Hang on. I want to show this. Okay, so look at this comment. Excel hurt my brain. Excel is all reading. Any videos that they have is an actor reading bullet points, not true teaching, right? I stopped Excel to focus on gold. So she stopped the reading, stopped doing what they were doing, and then just watched the gold videos and then blew through Excel tests in one day. So they were breeze through it all. That is what the ticket is. Watch gold, then do your pre-licensing course, and you'll be able to breeze through it. Thank you so much for dropping that comment. Click that. Yes. Okay. I love when I see that, because that's literally what I preach. Chad, if gold wasn't worth it, I would troll Melissa so people wouldn't buy. I promise her gold is so worth it. It is. That's awesome. I agree. Excel is definitely hard on the brain. Yes, it is. It's all reading. In fact, they have I'm sometimes a little bit obsessed with looking at Google reviews, right? Because for me, I'm a Google review person. If I'm going to go eat at a restaurant or I'm going to use a company, I check Google reviews, because that's just regular people giving their honest feedback. And there is literally a review under Excel that says, I'm pretty sure Satan himself wrote this course. I'm like, I can't believe it. Ashley, hello, Insurance Queen. I've got Gold Plus. I'm already done with the course. It's really good. Only thing, I have to take practice exam, harder than your test. So speak power into yourself, trust yourself, believe that you've got this, and take this note. Having worked at ExamFX for so long, I know that their test that they have you take is actually harder than the state exam test. So if you get anywhere close to 70 on their test, you're in a really great spot to be able to pass the actual exam. So don't like, a lot of people are like, I have to see 80 plus on my practice test so that I can get 70 on the state, but it's actually the reverse. As long as you can just, and I've known many people that never even passed their practice exam. They couldn't even do it, but they were able to pass the state exam because it's generally a little bit easier. 80 Banker, yes, 80 Banker was probably written by the same person. Savannah, I passed my license watching your videos. Woo! I just accepted a job with Goosehead. Yes, congratulations, Savannah. That is amazing. So exciting for you. I love, now that I've been doing this for like 4+ years, now I get comments and I get people coming back to tell me, this is the best job I've ever had. This is the most money I've ever made. Thank you so much for getting through this process. So for any of you who are struggling with like studying right now, remember why you're doing it. Focus on like, what am I doing this for? Best job, best money, best career, best like lifestyle that you can have is available on the other side of passing. And when that becomes your focus, it just helps so much. Clip that. Let's see. Okay. And I had, wait, did somebody just pop on? Jen? Or did I answer Jen? I forget. I think I added both. Somebody came on and then I think dipped out. But let me see. Okay. I could never pass my practice exam for them. Got a 67 before my test. And I'm going to add that one. Look at this comment. So Joey says, I could never pass my practice exam. Got a 67. And he's talking about 80 bankers specifically. Scored 83 on his actual exam. People don't always believe me when I tell you this, that your practice exams could be way harder than the actual state exam. So you may never pass your practice exam, but you can blow through the actual state exam. Thank you, Joey, for sharing that comment. That's amazing. All right, there's a tutoring question. What's the difference between other than collision and comprehensive? Does this show up on the P&C test? So other than collision and comprehensive are actually the exact same thing. It's like saying tomato and tomato. So you have two coverages under Part D of your auto policy. You have collision and then you have other than collision. That's how the exam phrases it. In the real world, like if you were to call your insurance agent, they're going to talk to you about collision and comprehensive. It's just an easier way of selling it, of talking about it. But collision, other than collision and comprehensive is exactly the same thing. There's no difference. It's just tomato, tomato, saying it a little bit different. But other than, AKA, also known as comprehensive, is like it's like anything other than collision. So literally in the word, other than collision, anything other than collision. So when you hit something, that's collision. But when something happens to your car, like Mother Nature happens, a tree falls, stuff like that, a hurricane, a flood, whatever, theft, anything that happens to your car is known as other than collision and or comprehensive. The only one time that hitting something is actually known as other than collision or comprehensive is when the thing you hit is an animal, because that's more like Mother Nature kind of doing that to your car. So hitting an animal is actually known as comprehensive or other than collision. Clip that. Okay. Let me see the comments here. Same on Hi Queen. I'm studying your gold. I hope I pass this time. Got a 61 and now I bought this package. Yes. So many people will pass. 90% of people pass. If they failed before and then they watch gold, they're very likely to pass the very next time. Has anything changed on the Affordable Care Act recently? I was kind of worried some of the stuff in life and health could be outdated. So here's the thing about the exam content is a lot of it is very old. The exams, every individual state updates their exams, and sometimes they don't update their exams for years. And so like what you're studying may be outdated compared to what's happening in the real world, but your exam is still itself outdated. So I wouldn't worry and stress about it too much. I don't really think there's been any exam changes when it comes to the Affordable Care Act. What I was teaching on day one, I'm still teaching today. So I would not really worry about that. No, clip that. Okay, and by the way, I say clip that because we make little clips of these videos and put them on the TikToks and all the things. Savannah, happy for you. Yes, I have gold. Perfect. Okay. All right. Again, if anybody wants to join me and come up here and have a conversation, we can conversate. I can help you out. Jennifer says, let's see, and practice putting these comments up here. I'm taking the Arizona state exam tomorrow. I'm struggling on commercial auto and BPP. I think you mean BPP, business personal property. I have watched the videos. Any suggestions to make those easier? So first I want to tell you, Arizona, and pretty much anybody except Alabama has a much higher percentage of commercial. You don't have to be super strong in commercial. And if you can, commercial auto, I mean, the gold videos are obviously the very best videos for the commercial auto and any of the commercial stuff. But you don't, again, have to be super confident. When it comes to the Arizona, I imagine you're taking the PC test, general insurance, policy provision, contract law, dwelling, homeowners. Those are going to be easier to learn, and you can score enough points in those sections that you can be mediocre in the commercial side of things and still pull off a pass. So that is what I would focus on for you. Yes, Chad says it too. Yeah, he's like, listen, focus more on general terms, homeowners, DPs, PAP. Commercial is not as important. Know your state laws. Actually, for Arizona, state law is super tiny. So you don't have to be very strong in state law. I've taken all the Arizona exams myself. That's where I used to live quite a few times. I will tell you there's a question that I got multiple times. It was asked in like 3 different ways. It was the rules about do not call. So like insurance companies have to follow what is called telemarketing rules around when they're allowed to call people. And you can't call people before I feel like I don't want to say the wrong numbers. I think it's like 9 to 8. So like you can't call anybody before 9 a.m. and you can't call people after 8. And the Arizona exam asked me, how early can you call people? How late can you call people? And what are the hours that you can call people? So it literally asked me that 3 different ways. Double check your numbers, because honestly, I have not read those numbers in so long that I'm not 100% sure on what exactly those numbers are. But they asked me that question 3 ways on the air. And that was like all the state law questions in Arizona, because it's only 5% of the exam. Okay. Cindy, after passing the test, where do you suggest I can look for work? So actually, I went into super detail on this the last time I went live tutoring. So if you can go back to the YouTube channel and go to the live stream and watch last week's live, I talked all about the different jobs that you can do in the insurance world. But I also recommend everybody check out the Insurance Sales Queen group. Let me see if I can get a link. The Insurance Sales Queen. This is actually my best friend. This is not her Facebook group. Let me see if I can find her Facebook group. She does amazing stuff. I'm just going to share her page because I got that link. She does amazing stuff, and she talks to you about interviewing, talks to you about getting jobs. She plays games. She does Insurance Power Hour. Like if you're like, I want Melissa, but after I'm done testing, who's next? That's Mary. And Mary even just published a book. Let me get it here. She published a super cool book that you can read and learn about coverages, and that it helps you with teaching how to talk to your customers and about being able to explain the coverages in this really cool storybook way. So if you're like, I hate just like coverage A is liability. If you like really want to learn more about it, she breaks it down in here, and it's like a story. It's like a storybook. It is super, super cool. So if you check out her page, The Insurance Sales Queen, so it's called The Scroll of Protection by Mary Harris. Did she put her last name on the Mary Harris? Mary Harris? Mary Harris, yep. And you can find it. I just dropped the link to her Facebook page, and I'm pretty sure she does. One of her very first posts is got her book in it. So you can find it there. And then I can also post the link to her page as well, The Insurance Sales Queen. And that's who you're going to want to connect when you pass your exams and you're out in the insurance world and you're like, I want a community. I want to connect with people. I want to talk to somebody who can help me with selling, help me with all the things I need to do. That's going to be Mary, the Insurance Sales Queen. So I just dropped the comment there. Carolina, I'm in Arizona. Do I need to purchase Excel? No. So there are only 18. California just dropped off. There's only a 17, 18-ish states now that require you take a pre-licensing. If you're not in one of those states, you don't need pre-licensing. You would just need my Gold Plus package. My Gold Plus package is $159. It'll get you the gold videos. It'll get you your state law document, and it will get you an exam and quiz bundle. And that basically is like equivalent to a course. There's not text because we're not reading about insurance unless you put it in a story like Mary did. It's a little bit tricky. So I focus on the videos. So if you're like, I want to learn from a teacher teaching the information, that's going to be the videos. I'm looking to get my PC. Who is a good company to work for remotely? Pets Best. Pets Best. It is a pet insurance company, and they hire PC, and they're a 100% remote. So and I know they're hiring because I work with them, and when they hire unlicensed people, they use my stuff to get their people to pass. Cindy, can I get a refund back from Excel since I found out after that NC is, NC, North Carolina required it for so long. I don't know. You're going to have to check with Excel what their refund rules are. Every company's a little bit different. ExamFX had like a rule, like if you bought it and you opened it up and it was more than whatever, so many hours, they would not refund it. So you're going to have to check what their rules are. I don't have those rules remembered. Chad, have you ever worked the commercial? I'm thinking about it, but I don't know what's the best route to succeed working commercial. I have an answer for you. All right. On my YouTube channel, I did a video with a woman named Jamie. Oh, it's in Spanish. I have my Spanish speaker turned on. Did you guys know you can turn my videos into Spanish very easily? All right. So Chad, this is for you. Can I reply to you? No, I cannot. All right. This is a YouTube video where I had a conversation with an insurance agent named Jamie. And Jamie was, she was actually working in lawyer offices with people who would sue insurance companies or people who would be sued and their insurance would have to pay out. And she started learning all about like how insurance laws and how the policies work. And she got really into commercial insurance. And she was so good at it that she started her own insurance agency selling commercial. She made so much money. It got so big. And then she's like, people need to learn commercial more. They don't understand what's available and how big the premiums could be. When you're selling homeowners, your premium is like maybe $1,500 a year, $2,000 a year. And so you're going to make a little commission on that. When you sell a business commercial policy, the premium could be $20,000 a year, depending on how big the business is. And so you're going to make a much bigger commission on the commercial side. So Jamie actually created a course on commercial and teaching agents how to learn and sell commercial. And I have a link for that as well, her direct course. You can watch the video first, and then the link for the course will be under it. But she teaches people how to learn insurance and sell it in a way that you can, work with businesses, get bigger commissions. And again, her agency was so successful that she's actually selling it and is now focused exclusively on training other people how to sell commercial insurance, because she found out she enjoys that quite a bit. So I would definitely check out with her. Her company is called Elevated Success, and she offers that commercial class, so you can learn how to sell. It is a good It's an investment. It's $895, so almost $1,000. But you're investing in your learning, and you can make that $1,000 could turn into $1 million very quickly if you take what she teaches you and you start selling commercial insurance. You can make a ton of commission from that. Let's see there. What do you think about AO Globe Life? I don't honestly have a lot of experience with them. I would Google it. I would research it. I would check it out. I'm pretty sure Globe Life is like a little bit of a multi-level marketing where you sell life insurance, but you're also recruiting and getting other people to sell with you. So if you're not into that or you don't want to do that, it may not be the place for you, but you may want to do that. And so it just depends. I would do some research and check into it. Priscilla, I am taking the Wyoming PNC exam in about a month. When I finish your course, any advice? Watch Gold, take all the notes, trust yourself. You've got this. Honestly, get Gold is the best advice I can literally give anybody. Get Gold, get Gold, get Gold, get Gold. Watch Gold, take all the notes. You're in such a great position to pass after watching Gold. Okay, perfect. All right. If there's anyone else who wants to join me, we got about like 6 minutes left. And then I'm going to go back into like cozy hermit status. Because again, I told you this is my period week and I'm learning way more about my cycle. And this is like the rest and relax week. And so I want to work on resting and relaxing. I know I'm like super hyped up now because I just love talking to you guys so much. But I really want to get back into hermit mode. So sit 5 more minutes if anybody wants to join me and ask any questions. Okay. All right. Let me see, scroll through what gold package do I need for PA? So in Pennsylvania, you're not required to get a state approved course. So I would recommend getting Gold Plus. That's going to give you the gold videos, your state law guide, and a quiz and exam bundle. So it's almost a full pre-licensing course when you get Gold Plus. If you already have a pre-licensing course like Excel, Kaplan, 80 Banker, and you're like, I've done it, but I need help, it doesn't quite make sense, just get the $99 gold. It'll give you the videos you need to understand the course, and you'll be in a great spot for that. But if you don't have a course like that and you want as best you can to a course like that, that would be the Gold Plus package. And everything's available on our website, insuranceexamqueen.com. You're so welcome. I have gold. Can I pass Michigan with studying the Michigan specific material? So you're going to want to watch the gold videos and also the state law guide. But if in Michigan, you are required to do a pre-licensing. So if you already have state laws from Excel, Kaplan, 80 Banker, you don't need my state laws. You already have them. So I would just get the gold videos and then use that with your state approved course that you should already have, because you need one in Michigan. And that should be enough to get you passing the exam. I don't ever want to encourage someone to buy more than what they need. So I would only get the Gold Plus if you want the quiz and exam bundle, you want the state law guide, if you don't already have the state law guide. Stephanie, appreciate your meditation affirmations video. Yes, that's one of the big things that makes me so different than everyone else is I focus on you as a person and what is your mentals, what is your emotions. If you believe in yourself, that is so important. And I preach believing in yourself. I preach trusting yourself. And that is going to serve you far better than anything else you can do when it comes to studying for the exam. Insurance Exam Queen, thank you on behalf of the chat and your fan. Your husband married a winner. He did. He really did. He just shared this hilarious video of this, because my husband's like a total redneck. And he's a hunter, he's a fisher, he's a woodsman. He's always got grime on his pants. He's got always a knife in his pocket. He's just this total redneck man. And it was very interesting when we first got together and I had the pink and yellow hair. We're walking around in Walmart. People just stared at us like, what is going on? But he shared a video with me that this redneck guy on TikTok talked about how his wife was way above him and how quickly he got her pregnant so he can lock her in. And that's literally what happened with us. It was hilarious. I was laughing my butt off. I love him. He's amazing. And he was a student, right? And so my husband was studying for the exam, and that's how we connected. Do you sell just the bundle like quiz and exam? I do. It's available on the website somewhere. I don't recommend just getting the quiz and exam bundle. If you're going to spend your money and you want to pass, gold, get gold. I really don't even, I wish we didn't even sell just the quiz and exam bundle separate. I was like, you should have to watch all of gold before you're allowed to buy it. That's how I would set it up. But, some other people also make decisions besides me when it comes to my business. So your state law is the same as the one for, yes. So state laws is state laws don't really change. So if you already have your state laws in ExamFX, you don't need my state law guide. My state law guide is for people who don't have a course. You don't have Excel, you don't have Kaplan, you don't have 80 Banker, and you need your state law numbers. That's what my state guide is for. If you already have that, you don't need it, right? Your gold is amazing. Yes, it is. Gold is the very best thing to help you pass the exam. All the most common, most tested topics in a way that's easy to understand. I absolutely get it for yourself. Yes, Chad's like, don't cheat yourself, get gold. It's the best. All right, no one's on. No one's waiting. So we're coming up to the hour. So I'm going to go back into cuddly hermit mode. I love you all so much. I am sending you guys all the loves, all the vibes to pass the exam. I have done this live tutoring for the last couple of weeks. And so there's also past live tutorings that you can watch. We are also clipping up some of those sections so that we, because I'll do life and health and I'll do P&C all together in one video, but we're starting to chunk it up so you guys can just watch just the topics about P&C, just the topics about life and health. So Check out the YouTube channel. We're posting new videos all the time, breaking up these videos. So yeah. All right. I love you all so much. All the loves, all the vibes to pass your exam. You guys have an amazing day. And I'll be back sometime next week. I don't remember the date, but I'll be live again next week. I can look. Let me see. I got it on my calendar. Oh, that's not my calendar. Calendar. Not Monday. Tuesday, February 3rd at 2 p.m. Central. I will be back on. So that's like literally like a few days from now. Because what is today? The 3rd? No, 29. So very shortly, Tuesday the 3rd, I will be back here. So if you want to get on camera, you want to talk to me, February 3rd, 2 p.m. It could be any topics, life, health, property, casualty, whatever, personal lines you need help, we can bring you on. All right, everybody, go get gold. It's the very best thing to help you pass. Take all the notes that when I'm teaching and I'm drawing, you should be drawing, right? All right, I'm sending you guys all the loves, all the vibes to pass the exam. You guys have an amazing day. Bye.